Welcome to the show about the show, the podcast. This is episode 426. I'm Will, the Sultan of Sentiment. Today, I am joined by a couple of morons and half-wits, some real dolts, dunces, dullards, and dumbbells. My co-host today is Ben, a hulking boob. Hello, Ben.
Hello.
We are joined by Atticus, a chowderhead yokel. Hello, Atticus.
Look, he's trying to think.
As a trio of blithering hayseeds ourselves, we will now begin the show. Gentlemen, you may now return to your porch rockers and resume whittling. Albert rocks. He's the man. He's so good.
Yeah, this is pretty good. Yeah, pretty good episode. I was kind of thinking back on our discussion about the 50,000 thing. 50,000 residents, whatever.
Like the population, yeah.
Twin Peaks again, and feeling a little more offended than before, to be honest. But yeah, Albert is pretty cool.
to have this like such a backwater town, that's 10 times bigger than the town you grew up in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laura Palmer, though,
that's gotta feel good.
Ahead. Not a big turnout for a town of 50,000 at that funeral.
That's true. For a death that seems that ostensibly has shaken an entire community, only a few people showed up.
I don't know though. Are we counting the nighttime attendees that come the following nights to pay respects?
This is something that we've covered on the show before. The funeral lurkers. That happened in Lost.
Certified trope.
Lurking at a funeral. That lurking is illegal. We've been over this. How's that coffee?
Damn good coffee.
Nice. We're talking about episode 3 today. The 4th episode, of course, called
season 1, episode 4.
I've been glazing over when you guys talk along like what episode we're on. Should I be aware, or am I going to be safe just going to watch the next episode today?
No, yeah, that's the right way to do it, watching the next one. But like you Google, if you want to Google like the summary, you have to Google like the wrong thing to get it. For example, like it's like Wikipedia calls it episode 3, which it is because the pilot doesn't count as episode 1, but like everything else calls it episode 4 because it's the 4th episode.
By whose metric does it not count as episode 1 though? David Lynch said here 0, or like, well, yeah, what are the battle? Who's like Han shot first versus what's the?
That's a good question. I think it was just that they produce. I assume this is that like. So many TV shows were like this. I don't think it's like unique to Twin Peaks, or maybe it is. But like they greenlit the pilot. They're like, okay, I'm gonna go make the pilot and turn it into a TV movie. That like if we don't actually sell the show or like proceed with the show, then it'll just be this like one-off sort of thing. And so that's just the pilot, like this standalone thing. And then so like, okay. Guess what? You're a TV show now. Go ahead and make episode 1, but we're gonna air the pilot as like the first part of it. I think that now I think it's pretty safe to be calling the pilot episode 1 for other things, but for some reason it isn't for this. But so again, we're gonna lean on like the German names of the episodes, because that seems to be like what they kind of are known as. So this is Rest in Pain.
Rest in Pain.
It was.
I think they should have done Rest in Peaks.
Yo. Nice. Well, yeah. Let's Ben. You're gonna guide us through this one. This aired April 25th, 1990.
All right. Cooper and Audrey share breakfast, and he asks her to write her name on a piece of paper, then compares her handwriting on the note he received under his door. So starting off the same way we did last time, I read the summary for us. Cooper getting a little too close to a 16 or 17-year-old. How old is she? Did we figure that one out? I think she's 17.
Probably either way you could go.
Probably either way.
Too close.
Yeah. But I think it's important here he like kind of dismisses her a little, right? Like we have kind of a different dynamic here where like Audrey is like more, she calls him like Commander Cooper or something, or General Cooper, Captain Cooper. Okay. Like not his title. Like it's played way, whereas like in previous episodes, this was kind of like a, this could be like a legitimate like romantic relationship between this child and this adult. Now it seems to be like, okay, they made the decision behind the scenes or something to be like, okay, this is actually going to be played way more as like Audrey has this teenager's crush on an adult that kind of isn't really as reciprocated as it could,
unless he's trying to get information, you know.
I don't know if I agree with that, because I thought to myself in the moment, this is what freaks call negging, I think, what Coop is doing, where he's like, actually, it's just Agent Cooper, and then turns around like he's mad, and then he like kind of smirks to himself as he's walking away like, she's following me now, isn't she?
What's the classic like thing is like, I can't, that shirt sucks, or like what's the thing that you're supposed to say to neg women? Atticus?
Yeah. Yeah, Atticus.
You go ahead.
I'm tempted.
I mean, I've
signing on as negging expert.
I've never wanted to do that, but I will also admit I don't think it would be physically possible for me to do something like that, because I pretty much just say what's on my mind.
What a nice shirt. That's as close as I can get.
Ben, are you saying it would be physically impossible for you to be rude to a woman or something?
Pretty much, yeah. You could put it that way. Yeah, you could put it that way. I think I have a hard time tricking people, and I guess that makes me a rube. But I'll just put it a different way, which is that I have a hard time tricking people, and I think you kind of have to have a little bit of a trickster's mindset to be saying negative things to someone,
like on purpose,
to try to get
like
the
with
opposite
intention
effect.
Of manipulation.
Yes, yeah. I can't I can be manipulate. Folks, call me up, manipulate me. You could probably get my social security number, my credit card out of me, something like that. I'll be honest, I don't think I could do it to somebody else.
Okay. Well, before we go much further, I just want to say, Ben, you look like shit today.
Thanks.
Like total trash, dude. Ooh, I hope he kisses me later. So wait, I guess so. Okay, jury's out, or I guess it's split decision here on whether or not Cooper is. You think he's negging the high schooler? I think he.
I don't know if that's I think that's the right word. I don't know if it's exactly right, but I think he's kind of smirking to himself as he walked away.
I think he's having a good time. It's a little bit more like a kids, or I don't think he's as interested anymore.
I don't know.
I guess is that because he's more interested in Laura Palmer?
Yeah.
You know?
He got the dream girl now. He's moved on.
I think Cooper is suspicious. This is bad behavior. No, I'm just saying he's a suspect character.
Oh, he is himself suspicious.
Yeah.
He's sus. Gotcha.
Yeah. Do you think that hurts your case?
No, I think it's fine if the FBI agents are sleeping with everybody in the town. I think it's usually.
I just mean when, let's say Cooper shows up to, what would it be, a federal, I don't know, criminal trial or something in the future, and he's like, the deceased revealed the murderer to me in a dream, and they're like, that's questionable. And then he's like, and then she gave me a little kiss, and I dreamt about her every night.
I feel like if he brings the dream up at all in a trial, he doesn't have enough evidence to move forward.
But would the kissing part make it better or worse? Is my question.
Well, he didn't reveal that to Harry and Lucy, did he?
He did.
Or
she kissed him.
He said she
okay. He didn't make it sound as creepy as it was, but he did say
that is true. Me. He sure, like, if someone told me like what he said over breakfast, like, oh yeah, I had a dream where Laura Palmer told me who killed her. I feel like
what did she say?
Well, not only that, but also like she was like talking backwards. It was fucking crazy, dude. Like I think I would really emphasize how like weird it felt, but he was like, yeah, there's like, she's like from the place where there's like songs all the time. It was like, it's kind of like nothing. It ain't nothing to me.
I'd be so irritated if I were Harry too. It was like, you called me in the middle of the night and you were like, I'll tell you in the morning. And then in the morning, you don't remember. Okay. You shouldn't be an FBI agent.
I do love that moment though, too, because they both Harry and Lucy both just like are earnestly like crestfallen. Like, damn, he didn't remember it.
Instead of like
we were so close.
With you?
Yeah. I mean, like, great. So good.
All right.
So Cooper also makes the smell match too, right? Like the perfume.
He does.
Smelled Audrey on the note. Yeah.
Yeah. Very weird.
And we're talking about the perfume counter for the first time here.
Interesting.
She said she wanted to help him for Laura's sake. He asks what One-Eyed Jax is, and she explains it vaguely, according to TV tropes, which is, I think...
I got it. I followed.
She kind of explained it pretty well, I guess, all things considered. I mean, I guess it's a weird thing to say out loud. Yeah, it's a place where guys go, and women work there. He then dismisses Audrey.
Sandwich shop?
Doing like the conservative thing where you just describe what you're doing in the most general terms. Like, was it legal to hang out with your friends now?
Oh, I thought you were going out with, or going with a more, woke federal agent take. Like, what? So she works at the Supreme Court? Women can work there too.
Yep.
Could you imagine?
He then dismisses
Audrey. Isn't aware that but for some reason thinks it's still like a bastion. I don't know why it's so funny. Just like someone who isn't aware that there have been women on the Supreme Court. Okay, sorry. It's really getting me.
They sit down and Cooper orders breakfast for them. When the waitress leaves, Cooper shares his dream with them. But when Harry tries to press him for the name of the killer that Laura had told in the dream, Cooper, quite embarrassed, admits that he has forgotten that part of the dream. Their conversation is interrupted as Harry gets a radio message that there is a fight at the morgue.
Is he embarrassed? I feel like he's not embarrassed enough. If he is embarrassed, I didn't catch embarrassment, but
yeah, he should have been like, "You guys, like Harry, you're totally right. I should have told you right away, like,
or not called you, one or the other."
Yeah, this is really on me for dropping the ball on this.
Well, you guys think that he forgot in between making the call and talking to them, or he just was a little loose with his words and he forgot?
I think he forgot because he's like, I do know. And then be like, okay, then tell me. He should have said, he should have said, I forgot if he did forget, instead of, I'll tell you in the morning.
It's a good hook, though, to get them to come to breakfast, Not, you guys need to come to breakfast because
doing clickbait on my friends just so they show up to my stuff.
But it's the murder I'm supposed to investigate.
Yeah. You guys, my house is on fire. Be here at 8:30 a.m.
Bring hors d'oeuvres.
Bring maple syrup and ham. We're going to be colliding their flavors. Colliding their flavors. And that was a good part of it. He's like, nothing beats the taste sensation when maple syrup collides with ham.
He likes the mouthfeel.
Yeah, he's acting a little horny with food. Just saying. I think I'm getting that vibe. But I agree with Atticus that he forgot the name of the killer. He knew it when he called Truman first and then forgot it by the time they had their conversation at breakfast.
Interesting.
But now he's saying, break the code, solve the crime.
I do think that he forgot before he made the call, and he was doing a little bit of a clickbait thing.
He can just make people show up places already, though. He doesn't need to clickbait for
But he's got to he's a jazzy guy, you know? He's got to jazz it up, dress it up a little bit. Come out to breakfast.
This is true.
I know who the killer is. I know who the killer is through the next couple steps.
He does explain his dream a little bit about Mike and Bob, and Lucy's like, oh, Mike and Bobby. And he's like, nope, different Mike, different Bob. Like, okay. Well,
fuck.
Yeah.
The fight at the morgue turns out to be between Albert and Dr. Hayward. While Albert wishes to conduct a further post-mortem on Laura's body, an outraged Dr. Hayward dismisses this as indecent, as the body is due to be released for the funeral that day.
I feel like we could have come to some sort of compromise. Like, between, like, I'm going to drill her in the head right here in front of you versus, but, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I could have mediated something between these parties.
You would have been the Ben Horn of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a surprising, like, he's like the rare Ben Horn being reasonable kind of thing, and Albert cuts him down to size so well too. He's like, what is something about like I know that a man in your position in this fair community requires some amount of necessitates an irritating manner of expressing yourself, but stupidity is not necessary. And Albert's like, I've traveled thousands of miles and apparently several centuries to get to this place. The dialogue's so good in this scene. And Miguel Ferrer just kills it too as Albert.
Did I miss something from his introduction that he's not? I had the impression that he was above Cooper, but obviously Cooper's ordering him. Was that established last episode?
I think you're right.
Knew he was another FBI person.
It's not clearly established as some sort of superior relationship.
Yeah,
it seems wild.
I had that impression too. They kind of like filmed him a little bit from below too in the previous one, to give him this. Yeah, and he had like goons as well. I think he's like goonless in this episode.
It also is really funny. The FBI has some sort of procedure that like you can't file a report about someone like assaulting you unless your superior signs off on it. I love that system.
That'll never backfire.
The argument grows more heated when Albert decides to open up a new round of insults, and Truman ends it by punching Albert, causing him to land on top of the body. Fed up by this, Cooper orders Albert to release the body.
Oh, that's appropriate. Yeah.
It takes a long time to get up. That was
I prioritize getting off.
That was a weird one
than
too.
Quipping. Quip afterwards.
You prioritize getting off? All right.
Getting off this podcast.
We got a lot of FBI guys in need of some what do you call this? What do you call the stuff they make you do at work? It's harassment training. harassment training.
Work.
Yeah. What do you call the thing that they make you do every time you speak to one of your coworkers?
What is the thing that when they like
you have a conversation and then they make you go watch some videos?
And they're like, "This is the final time, Ben. The final time. It's your last warning."
Yeah. Leland is at home when he is visited by his niece, Madeline Ferguson. Ferguson is identical to Laura, save for having black hair, not blonde. At the same time, Cooper and Truman...
And glasses.
And glasses, yep. And a different name. And just a different vibe in general. Cooper and Truman
They're
question...
identical except for their names. Not really like a physical feature.
Well, counts. Cooper and Truman question Leo Johnson about Laura's death, believing him to be lying when he denies knowing her. But she also caves on very quickly. Cooper kind of has that attitude with people, that effect on them. Yeah. He's pretty good at the, how long you've been in love with Norma. You're lying to me. That kind of stuff. And then instantly.
Like, okay, I did know her. Yeah. We saw, I'm echoing in somebody's audio, by the way.
I hear it as well.
Someone fix that. But we see Madeline watching Invitation for Love before. I don't want to skip this because we get more show within a show, which is the Blue Velvet background soap opera that's taking place on the TV. And Zoe, very with the eagle eyes, pointed out we get one actress playing Emerald and Jade within this show as well. Are we gonna talk about Bobby and Major Briggs?
Yeah, it's coming up.
Oh, okay, cool.
Almost there. At the Double R, nice. Norma discusses her husband's good behavior in prison and that he might be released soon. Hank's parole officer asks how she fends off potential suitors, and she says that she explains that her husband is homicidally jealous.
Like he's doing it as a way of hitting on her.
Pretty good bit, though. Yeah, it's a pretty good way to get back at that situation. Thinking on your feet.
Yeah. He's like, now how are you stopping all these suitors? Like, dude, you're the parole officer right now. Like talking about my husband. Stop it. Yeah, so Hank. The homicidal Hank, they say.
Norma, husband revealed.
Mm-hmm. I don't really have much on this scene, I guess.
No, I don't have much to say at this point either.
I like this
Bobby.
Suit.
Bobby's up next.
Yeah. I put it in the chat for reference.
The fits were extra good this episode, I will say, overall. Oh, yeah. That is a good suit. Tweed.
Speaking of suits, Bobby, in one, stretches in front of a crucifix. Says tvtropes.org. I gotta say, maybe that's technically correct. I would not call that, I don't know, stretching, though.
It was like stretch your hands.
Stretch your hands.
Yeah,
he's kind of doing the monkey see, monkey do, aping Christ on the cross type situation. Yes. I think that's what I would call it. Stretching evokes a little yoga to me.
They're saying Bobby touched Jesus and that's why he died for our sins. He's because he's up there touching the crucifix, dude.
Bobby's father, Major Briggs, asks to talk. The major lectures him about funerals and responsibility while Bobby absent-mindedly plays with his lighter. The Major says Bobby does not need to be afraid, which angers Bobby, who vehemently denies that he is afraid of a funeral. Yeah, very cool scene.
Another great moment of, like, yeah, Bobby's dad just feeling like now is the time to make I feel like it's time for me to teach a lesson to my kid, except I actually kind of don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm just gonna pull something out of my ass and say something about responsibility. Yeah. I would like to lecture you about responsibility, and son, it's okay to be afraid. And it's just nothing is connecting with Bobby, and he's just incredulous about this. I gotta say, like, as troubled as Bobby might be, he's I feel like he makes sense. Like, his actions, I think he's believably incredulous at, like, the stuff happening around him. Like, this shit is fucking crazy. Like, I can't believe you're saying this shit to me right now. Like, right before this funeral. Like, this is crazy. Even though he himself is maybe a bit crazy as well.
I love.
Oh, and we see his mom's funeral flare as well at the end of this conversation. Little happy face on her coat.
I love the lighter, which, now that I think about it, I was going to say this before, but I realized this happened kind of in reverse. But the lighter really reminds me of a movie that I'm pretty sure neither of you guys have seen, but the Kiyoshi Kurosawa
How to
movie,
Be Lame?
Cure, with the lighter playing a big part in it, people getting transfixed by it, and I definitely was as well. Very difficult to pay attention to Major Briggs. I was watching the lighter along with Bobby.
Yeah, he's like, ooh, let me get my hand close. Maybe am I gonna burn myself? Ooh, maybe I'm not.
At the station,
I thought he was gonna I thought he was gonna, like, smash it and, like, put it out with his hand. I was waiting for that.
That'd be cool.
At the station, Deputy Hawk reports that he has been unable to find the one-armed man, and Cooper tells him to keep trying. Cooper and Harry meet with Albert to receive his report. Laura Palmer had cocaine in her system and in her diary. Judging from marks on her wrists, she had been tied up on 2 separate occasions that night, and it looks like the killer kissed Laura after she was dead. There were also claw marks on her shoulder, which Albert presumes are from a small animal. Finally, there was a partially digested object in her stomach that could not be identified, but FBI Forensics is currently working on producing a recreation of the strange object. Harry excuses himself to attend the funeral. Albert hands Cooper a report concerning the assault on his person. Cooper refuses to sign it and lectures Albert on the locals' value of life. Albert, we've got a bunch of noble savages we're dealing with here, and I love them.
Yeah. Yeah. Albert, these are normies. These are you can't just be chopping up the normies. This is a great scene in a lot of ways, but Cooper makes the connection here. He vocalizes it, even though we are hopefully paying attention. Even though we've just seen the scene where we see sometimes my arms bent back and tied up, but that was something that Laura said in the dream, and then we hear it again. Yeah, she got tied up here, and yeah, we hear more details about her demise. Doesn't get any less disturbing the more we learn.
Elsewhere, Audrey is spying on both her father in his office and Dr. Jacoby as he tries to coax her brother Johnny into taking off his Indian headdress before Laura's funeral.
I do love Audrey's sneak setup. Her spying routine, like sneaking around in the hall in the walls like that.
It's a little
cozy,
Home Alone.
Scooby-Doo.
Home Alone for me. Like as a kid, it's a little, you're playing on easy mode if you got a house like that. You've got big walls that you can walk between. You've got nice little secret doors built into your walls already too.
It's cool. Sorry.
I mean,
Sorry,
it is
it's
cool.
so cool.
It is cool. It is cool. We don't all have that though. Yeah. For folks who wanted to know a little bit more about what's going on with Johnny, does he ever take off the headdress? You've got your answer here.
Come on, man. Please. Please, just for the funeral.
You're going to regret it if you don't.
Yeah, seriously. You're going to look back on this and you're going to be kicking yourself for wearing the headdress.
Myself, I am going to wear this like bizarre outfit, but you should take the headdress off.
I am going to be wearing my velvet hat, but you need to take off the headdress. This is my culture. Velvet hat is part of like the adult tiki freak culture. That's my whole thing. You can't wear the headdress.
Although he does go at night though, doesn't he? So maybe
wear
whatever you want.
Is it pineapple? Is that the swinger thing? The swinger symbol?
Sounds like you know a lot about it.
I don't have any idea.
Yeah, wow. Huh. It must be interesting. I'll write that. I'll make sure to keep that in mind.
Oh god. Okay. You don't know? You actually don't know?
It is.
Okay. I just want to know if anybody spotted the pineapple in Dr. Kobe's spaces yet. Meanwhile, Laura's funeral is underway. James arrives at the ceremony late, watching from a distance, looking very cool.
Lurking.
He's
lurking once again.
Biker costume. After the Reverend's speech,
can I just say something about the costumes at the funeral generally though? The fits go so hard. Like Donna is looking really cool. Specifically,
okay,
she's got. I can say someone looks cool. She's got the Cruella de Vil ass hat going, and like is just aura farming at your best friend's funeral the entire time. That's so sick.
It's not the Cruella de Vil hat. I get what you're saying, but she's got
probably the
like
what
it's
is
like
it?
It's like a black pork pie hat. Or wait, no, that's not pork pie hat.
It's like a top hat that's like compressed on the y-axis.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Very.
It's like the mask hat or something.
Unorthodox.
I like Bobby's tie.
Oh yeah, Bobby's looking great.
Yeah.
It's like, Donna's about to be like smoking at the funeral. We should have cremated Laura. That way she'd be smoking. They're like, come on, Donna, don't. Jesus.
And then Bobby has some outspurts, doesn't he?
After the Reverend's speech, Bobby starts angrily shouting at the guests. Actually, I think, doesn't Johnny yell first? Let's be fair. Let's be fair to Bobby. I think Johnny yells amen first. And then Bobby jumps in, angrily shouting at the guests, accusing them all of being hypocrites who know that Laura had serious problems, yet never did anything to help her.
He said, we all killed Laura.
James intervenes, and the two begin fighting, having to be separated by their families. All of a sudden, Leland breaks down with grief and jumps on Laura's casket as it is being lowered into the grave, sobbing uncontrollably, with Sarah desperately begging him not to ruin this too.
Great new episode of Coffin Flop, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leland jumping on the coffin, then it's like kind of gets caught in a raising and lowering thing.
I feel like the kind of heated situation at a funeral is a very, that's a very TV thing to do, or just a, I don't know, literary thing. It doesn't happen a lot in real life. Have you guys ever been at a funeral where maybe there's not a fight, but tensions are flared?
I feel like people usually keep it inside from what I've seen, but I can't imagine they're not tensions, but maybe the shouting is a little out of the ordinary.
I mean, maybe it's just like a Midwest thing, but I think mostly what happens is with any large family gatherings, especially with emotions running high, is that you just keep, like Attica said, you just keep it inside if there's a problem, and then you kind of just let that fester for decades, I think is kind of the move.
I'm asking people, I'll ask people now then to bring it out at mine. If you come to mine, maybe the two of you, if you come to mine, you can recreate this. One of you charge at the other one.
Yeah, Atticus, you want to come to fisticuffs at Ben's funeral?
I want to jump onto the casket.
We're both fighting over who gets to lurk. I'm gonna lurk.
Did you guys catch the guy in the background running the machine? Who's like, it's out of control.
Yeah, this all is a pretty bad situation.
You want the manual lowerer, by the way, too. Just fewer things to go wrong.
Sure. Cranking.
Mm-hmm.
Going back up,
take turns,
and down, up and down.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a Japanese thing where you all hit a nail.
Leland is participating in the ancient Japanese cultural tradition.
Flopping on a coffin.
Flopping on a coffin.
Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Sorry.
I think that's a Japanese thing where everybody hits a nail into the coffin, or like hammers on a nail into the coffin.
That's kind of nice, I guess.
That's kind of cool.
Them in. Yeah. Though it also seems
do like
a little
bottle
like
breaking on it.
It could be a little. That seems also like what you would do if you didn't like the guy as well,
Yeah,
well,
the final nail in the coffin.
I want a chance. Yeah, I want to have a chance to put a nail in the coffin. Yeah.
Well, if you didn't like him, you turn the hammer around and you undo it. Just like dig into it.
Look at this, folks.
Ha! He's coming back.
That night, Koopa, Harry, Hawk, and Big Ed meet at the Double R Diner. Truman explains that someone has been smuggling cocaine into town. He suspects that Jacques Renault, bartender at the Roadhouse Bar, is involved. He also explains that the woods around the town seem to contain a, quote, darkness, and reveals that there is a secret society of men gathered to stand watch against this. The Bookhouse Boys.
The Bookhouse Boys.
Not a great name. I don't know why, but Bookhouse, and it evokes something bad. Southern.
Sounds like someone's afraid to read. You don't like the Bookhouse?
You don't think it's maybe...
Is it the boys?
Okay, I know that I think very literally, and I'm not going to think of it, and you probably will. Bookhouse reminds me of like lynching.
She's somehow. A book house. It reminds you of what? Sorry, I was singing over you.
Lynching.
Could have picked a better time to be singing.
I was going to say, do you want to do some scat, Will?
Hey, whoever...
What'd you say, Ben?
Sorry, you said something about racism.
It's not a great name.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Seems weird.
Are you reading into the boys part? I feel like that sounds to me.
No, I'm reading into the Bookhouse part in particular. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just saying, like, the boys sounds like, oh yeah, those dumb, last name boys are fooling around again.
Yeah, I mean, it does. I guess I'm failing to think of the thing. It's probably like staggeringly obvious now, and I'm really embarrassed that it's not coming to mind. Whatever you're referencing, Ben. But the thing that it is making me think of is like a bunch of first graders trying to come up with a name for their group projects, the team name, kind of thing. And it's like, the first thing they thought of, we're the Bookhouse Boys. And it seems to be, it's like, what is it? It's like, it's Truman and Ed, and is Hawk part of it, but it's like it's
some young guys.
Yeah.
What if it's like the A to Z mystery crew, like up in a tree house, solving mysteries, going back in time, keeping the woods safe.
Mm-hmm. But they say that the darkness has always been out there, and we've always been here to fight it. That's cool.
Truman and the others bring Cooper to their headquarters. Well, by the way, they do their own little gang symbol thing too, right? Some teardrop thing. Weird. It's not quite a teardrop. It's like above the eye.
Yeah, there's a little caress along their faces. Yeah.
Yeah. They bring Coop to their headquarters where James has Jacques' brother Bernard bound and gagged. They capture him after he crossed the border.
Like, awesome. You guys kidnapped somebody. This is sick.
Let me get involved. Let me get a piece of this.
Mm-hmm.
They captured Bernard after he crossed the border that morning with an ounce of cocaine. He denies being a mule and says the cocaine was for personal use. And I will add, he does all of this with an impenetrable accent.
I am not a mule. Very cool.
Yeah. I mean, yours is a lot better than his, though.
He's a little far west to be talking like that, don't you think? Yeah.
Yeah. Or a little far from anywhere, really, because I really don't, like, I know that he's supposed to be French-Canadian or whatever, but, like, it really doesn't sound like that at all. But whatever. He denies being a mule and says the cocaine was for personal use. How much is an ounce of cocaine? Is that not personal use? Sounds small to me, but
I think it would be a lot.
An ounce, but there's 16 ounces in a pound?
Yeah, but drugs are like,
I know.
A pound would be crazy.
Away.
But it's like buying a gallon of milk then,
I don't think
if you bought an ounce, a gallon of milk, nobody would be like, oh, you're going to chug that all at once?
Can I get an ounce of milk? Hitting up my grocer for an ounce of milk. Come on, man.
Cocaine is often sold in grams or 8 balls, which would be 3.5 grams. An ounce contains 8 balls.
Okay, so that is a lot.
Yeah.
But ounce is a lot of cocaine.
But do you do an 8 ball? Does one person do one 8 ball?
I think it's probably depends. But I feel like that's a lot. If someone says like I have an 8 ball, you'd be like, oh damn, that's a lot.
An ounce is felony charges. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a lot, but I think it is a lot. I think that's
I'm just going back to my gallon
quantity.
Okay. I'm just going back to my gallon of milk thing where I feel like if an 8 ball is equivalent to drinking a large glass of milk.
It's not.
Buying enough. I think it might be. But buying,
but go ahead.
Buying the equivalent of 8 large glasses of milk, nobody would say that that's not for personal use. If you bought a truckload of milk, then
this
you
is
wouldn't
falling
be
apart
like, that's
even on
for
your own
personal
terms,
use.
my friend.
No.
I think that let me have
ounce
8
of cocaine
tall glasses of milk. They'll be like, this is very normal. This is a normal thing for one
You're
person
not
to
a
do.
milk dealer just because you buy 1 gallon.
No, definitely not. You would be though if you bought an ounce of cocaine, I think.
Or like a a freighter truck, like a big tanker truck full of milk, not for personal use.
Just okay, whatever. I feel like you could have all the cocaine in the world in just one truck. Then, if you filled up a truck with cocaine, that'd be enough for
Many have tried. Many have tried.
Everyone. Those tankers at the end of License to Kill or whatever.
That's the least scientific way to think of it. But when you see, like, in movies, they exchange backpack full of cash for, like, you know, what seems like a flour bag of cocaine, right? So obviously,
I think you're in briefcase territory at that point. Briefcase or suitcase territory, no less. This is we've been pissing people off in the comments, and this is definitely going to be. I can definitely sense that we got the three like least interesting folks on the planet to be speculating about how this works. But
okay,
I think in terms of milk,
I think we're wrong. Or I think
it's fair to say we're all wrong.
Yeah, in our own different ways. Right. I think I'm right. We'll table it. Though.
Sure.
Elsewhere,
I'll throw my hat in with you.
Elsewhere, Jacques, aka I want to say, like, kind of dirty knockoff John Candy. Jacques realizes his brother is in trouble and calls Leo for help. When Leo leaves, Shelley hides a gun in a secret drawer along with the bloody shirt. Anything to say about Jacques or Leo?
Yeah, Jacques runs away at the red light. It's kind of cool. I don't know, it just feels symbolic. An unfortunate amount of buzzed focus in this episode.
What's that?
Like the shot reverse. When you like slightly miss focus on. Like the shot reverse shot setups, like the over shoulder stuff. It's not. Who directed? It wasn't David Lynch. This was who was it?
I don't
on
have
my
it.
usual station to.
I don't know.
Up. I think it was. I'm not saying. I think it was a woman. And I'm not saying because women can't get things focused. But can you imagine women serving on the Supreme Court and getting something in focus? No, that's not the point. But she cast David Lynch in one of her projects years before, and that's how they knew each other. Like Tammy something, right? Atticus, do you have it? I can see you typing away.
I can try.
Actually, yeah, you're not supposed to look stuff up, are you? All right, Ben, you vamp. I'll look this up.
I'm going to keep going. Back at the graveyard, Cooper watches
Tina Rathborn. So sorry.
The new grave. Back at the graveyard, Cooper watches the new grave and Dr. Jacoby wearing a hat and cloak, which he had a couple to choose from at home. I feel confident in that. He did not just have a single deerstalker hat and cloak. This was his Tuesday night one. He approaches with a garland of flowers. Cooper says he did not see Jacoby at the funeral. The psychiatrist admits that he did not actually care about the problems of the townspeople, but Laura changed all that, and he wants to help the investigation however he can.
He's like, I'm a bad person. I'm a bad boy.
Keep your eye on me.
Care. You better watch out for me. I'm doing crazy shit over here.
Meanwhile, Josie tells Harry that Catherine is scheming to take over the mill. Josie knows that there are 2 account books, one fake and one real, but cannot locate the real one Catherine has been hiding. She asks Harry if it is possible that someone killed her husband so that Benjamin could have the land, and asks if they will kill her too. Harry reassures her that he will help her however he can. It doesn't say it here, but meanwhile, Catherine spies on them in the easiest way to spy on somebody in the entire world. seem to have left the intercoms between the room on.
Wouldn't it be kind of obvious to you in the room that you were? I mean, I'm thinking there'd be at least a light of some kind,
like a
or
light.
just knowing that there's an intercom.
Holding it.
Like in the past, I feel like
holding it.
It's probably pretty buzzy things too. You know, it's like probably crackling off in the background as you're being listened in on. Yeah,
betrayed by electricity once again. Yeah. Did you either of you know anybody with an intercom in their house? I feel like that was an old a thing from a bygone.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have thought about it as an adult a bunch too. That we don't do it. I kind of wish that they were a thing though still, because I hate it. The thing I hated about growing up was my family. They were yellers, so they would yell. We would yell at each other across that. Oh, come to dinner, whatever. Time to go, that kind of stuff. Wake up, whatever. Hated that. I wanted to be an intercom family. Nowadays, I've looked into this. They don't really make them anymore because they just assume people like to use, like a Google Home or a Alexa thing or whatever to call other rooms in the house. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to call over the internet. I want to call somebody over a bunch of wires in my house, closed circuit.
Yeah, I mean, there's something nice
closed
about
circuit intercom.
About the what? Yeah.
Cassetta grew up with one in her house, and they never used it.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Bad reviews I hear bad reviews about their functionality of actually working. But it is such an alluring idea.
I can't imagine the kind of bullshit that you and I would have pulled on each other with something like that, Atticus.
Broken probably within.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, I had
a friend. Know anybody
with that going
a dumb waiter? A dumb waiter in your house too?
Depends on what restaurant I go to.
Let's fucking go, dude.
It depends on.
Here comes Ben's tipping rant.
No.
Yeah, you can bring me the freaking root beer, but you're a dumb waiter.
Bring me a glass of milk, an 8-ball of milk, please.
Okay, whatever.
No, please.
I was just gonna say intercom and dumbwaiter are very another Home Alone type thing that seemed very cool, very alluring as a kid as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lazy Susan, I feel like, is like a low tier of that. Pretty exciting.
Yeah.
As a kid.
You want to spin? Dude. I fucking hate the one that we have. Actually, they're great, except when you have one pan too many, worst thing in the world. Find yourself, God damn it, stuck in there again. That's kind of the Lazy Susan experience in my house.
More like frustrating Susan.
Yeah, more like dumb Susan. And then got lazy waiter, frankly. Someone
wrap this all up in a boat.
Do you guys know anybody with a firefighter's pole in their house?
Does anyone know anyone with a NASCAR bed?
I'm thinking of one kid, one family in town when I was a kid who had
was
all
a firefighter's
three of those
pole?
things.
Or was that just what they told the kids, friends when they were over for the sleepover?
It was a firefighter.
Wow, I didn't know your mom was a firefighter.
You can't touch it because it's for fire safety.
Yeah.
They had firefighters.
And why are these pineapples on the? They love the
slide.
Your parents love fruit.
Really hungry after fighting.
Sorry, you knew somebody with a firefighter pole?
Firefighter pole, intercom, dumbwaiter, and a slide. And they had an old-fashioned Coke machine and a pool table.
You were neighbors with Michael Jackson, right? That was.
They lived at a really cool tech company, it sounds like.
Yeah, I grew up in the Meta break room. Wow, no, the combination of all of that is like ultimate. Cool. What other traits was this like a fun, cool family, or was it like
No.
like they're overcompensating for like
I
really
feel
bad
like
vibes or what?
I don't want to out these people, but I'll just say it anyway.
Address?
Because it's still kind of generic. I mean, they were wealthy. Their parents were like hospital administrators, basically. So, evil money, evil money that you spend on getting your kids a firefighter,
carpeting the walls
in your house. Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Yeah,
think about carpeting my walls. I'm looking for more shit to vacuum all the time.
You got a ladder on a rail in your house.
That is true.
That's cool. Those are cool. Bookshelf style thing. Yeah.
Yes.
I remember that from your place. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm thinking about my house. Like in the last 5 minutes, I've been thinking about putting a hole between the second and first floor so I can throw stuff through it, put a dumbwaiter in, firefighter pole, slide.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I feel Bong Bong would love to ride on a little elevator.
That's true. That's
with a dog
that's a
in
good
an
idea.
elevator.
This is a good idea.
I had a friend whose bedroom had a door to the kitchen and the living room, and I thought that was like the coolest thing ever. But I don't think it would be. Like you could.
No,
walk
your friend
through.
like lived in the hallway, is what that is. I think.
No,
like seems.
That wasn't the only way to get to those places.
Oh, okay. Wait, your bedroom? You could go into the kitchen, and where else?
The living room or some other room, maybe the hallway.
Okay.
The kitchen also had 2 doors, so it wasn't like the only way to get there. But maybe it was like supposed to be like a living room. They put doors on it or something. Who knows?
Okay, we've got to move past this scene of Harry and Josie sliding on the fire pole. But I do want to say that Catherine, if I were her, this is like an old-timey crime thing to me, I suppose. But if I was doing financial crime, I would probably simply not write down the crimes in one book. I would just write down the fake one, I would just keep the fake book around.
The truth and the lies are right next to each other.
Yeah. Okay, we're almost at the...
Give this one to cops.
At the end. Koopa and Deputy Hawk sit in the hotel while people dance, discussing the existence of the soul, with Hawk sharing a few Native American legends on the subject. Leland stands among the dancers, smelling the air. Leland tries to get someone to dance with him and has a breakdown. Cooper and Hawk pull him up and take him home.
So we've seen bad pickup moves at the beginning of the episode where Cooper negs Audrey. But we end the episode on the most elite dating maneuver that there is, and which is Leland standing on the dance floor shouting, "Somebody dance with me," and just demanding that somebody dances with him.
Cooper and Hawk should have just danced with him.
People like it when you show vulnerability.
What they were gonna go. I thought that's what they were gonna do. To be like, okay, let's help this guy out. Let's dance with him.
No.
He's got a great cardigan too. I'd dance with him.
The fits truly are super great in this episode. That's the end of it.
It is kind of the equivalent of like, when people are like, oh, there's a mental crisis happening somewhere. Don't call the police. Call a mental health professional or whatever, They should have done that to him. Do not bring the FBI guys to not dance. Just simply find somebody who wants to dance with the man.
Call a dancer.
Yeah.
Defund police, fund the dancers.
That's right.
All right, that brings us to the end.
Yeah. There's a scene that we didn't talk about, at least one scene. I just want to quickly hit on that. Ed and Nadine. TV Tropes likes to skip over Ed and Nadine for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
But this is right before the funeral. This is Ed and Nadine. We get an additional dimension to their relationship here. I think it's actually quite interesting. But first, let me ask you guys this. Do you think that Ed is enjoying his marriage?
No.
No.
Yeah, he's giving like the biggest like tortured puppy dog like routine over like being married. Like he's really trying to like garner sympathy for this like sort of situation that I don't know, man. Whatever. And Nadine's really going through it. Okay, so but we learn that Norma and Ed were high school sweethearts, and Nadine always like looked on at them from afar and never thought that Ed was going to notice her. But now but now they're together, and we see these couple like different gestures that Ed makes in this relationship as kind of as like a way to like maintain the relationship, just kind of like on autopilot kind of thing. But he expresses kind of just he looks around the room and he's like, hey, is this decoration new? Is that new? And like she'll gush about that. Just kind of like a thing. He doesn't care about it really. And it's a very tragic relationship, it seems like. But I just wanted to comment on Ed and Nadine because I think it's a very fascinating couple.
I love you.
All right.
Yeah, are those new decorations?
They should have like
people notice that
in the mood for love style movie between them. They have just as much charisma.
Okay, ratings. Let's see. Or wait, Atticus, who killed Laura Palmer?
I don't know. The people from the dream. One of the people from the dream.
Same answer as last time.
Yeah.
Okay. Ben, what's your rating for this episode?
This is a 3.
Okay.
Is that the lowest anyone's rated anything yet?
Yeah. I think it is.
I thought you gave something a 3, Atticus.
Really? Okay.
Maybe not. I don't know. What do you give this one, Atticus?
Oh my gosh. 3, I guess. Sure. 4. 4.5. 3.5.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. I'm going to say 4. Still eating really good. I enjoyed this one as much as the second episode. I think the highs of the Albert scene can't be overstated. That was just so much fun. Oh wait, there's also the scene in this that between like Catherine and Pete, where Catherine like dresses him down for like, what if you're gonna steal from me, just do me the courtesy and don't lie to my face or something like that. And he's like polishing his boots on her bed, and he gives the best line read of the episode. In an episode with all of those lines from Albert, I think the best line read goes to Jack Nance with the "maybe I'll check the truck." And then he walks out of the room. But yeah, as I said, this is a 4, and that's a 4 from Atticus and a 3 from Ben. I think that's all we need to talk about. And is there any other stray observations that you guys have about this episode?
Nope.
How do we feel about Madeline, I guess, overall? We didn't really talk too much about her.
Should we have thoughts yet?
Reserve some thoughts. Yeah. Let's let Atticus see some more.
All right. Very well. Cool. Well, that's going to do it for the show about the show, the podcast today. You can comment down below. What did we miss? I'm sure we missed a whole bunch. You can write in to drskeletonsourschool@gmail.com. And you can check us out over on patreon.com/drskeleton, where we release a bonus hangout show every single week. Next week, watch the next episode. We'll see you then. Goodbye.
This is a brand new Extra Good podcast. Learn more at brandnewextragood.com.